right, Algebra 1. What I'm going to have you do today is the perfect squares. So you're just going to, on a piece of paper, and the reason why I'm having you do this is because we are going to start simplifying radicals. Okay, that's one of the last standards, other than a little bit of geometry stuff, that is going to cover your 8th grade year. So, for you 8th graders. So I want you to have a sheet like this. It's going to help when we are simplifying these radicals. Okay, so on one side of your paper, I want you to number all of the numbers 1 to 16. Okay, and any paper, notebook paper, computer paper, whatever paper that you're going to keep in your notes. Okay, and something that you want to keep for a while now. Up on top, I'm going to want you to write down the squares, a column of squares, cubes, and fourth roots. Okay, this is fourth roots. Okay, cubic roots, square roots, or perfect squares. So, what you're going to do is you're now going to go down the column. Okay, you should have all of the squares memorized by now up to 16. Okay, all of the squares memorized to 16. So, what you're doing is you're going, what's 1 squared? Well, 1 squared is 1. What's 1 cubed? Well, what is 1 times 1 times 1? 1. What is 1 to the 4th? 1 times 1 times 1 times 1? 1. Then you're going to do the same thing with each number. So 2 squared is 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. 2 cubed is 8. 2 to the 4th is 16. Okay, and I wrote this one out so you could see exactly what I was doing. Okay, and remember, to find your squares, you take the number times itself. To find the cube, you take the number times itself 3 times. So this would be 2 times 2 times 2. To find it to the 4th, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now, to do it in your calculators, calculators do it as well. There is a little button on a lot of the calculators, and I'll grab this one here. There's a little caret button. Okay, there's also another button, and that button is, so you've got your caret feature, and you've got your y to the x feature. Okay, caret feature, y to the x. So if I were to type in, especially on this calculator, so if I turn it on and I wanted to find out what 6 raised to that 4th power was. So I did 6 to the caret, notice it's flashing up there, 4. Hit enter. I get 1296. So 6 to the 4th power would be 1296. If I wanted to find, let's say, 5 to the 3rd power, so 5 cubed, which is 125. Okay? So that's how you use your calculators, and any calculator does it. You do it the exact same way, even on your TI whatever calculators. It's going to work the same exact way. So let me do one more, and this is what I'm looking for. So what is 3 squared? Well, 3 squared is 9. What is 3 times 3 times 3? Well, there's an easy way to do it. If this is what 3 squared is, I multiply this by another 3, what do I get? 27. And again, if this is what 3 squared is, then wouldn't it make sense to do, when I do 3 to the 4th, 3 times 3, which is 9, 3 times 3, another 9. Well, what's 9 times 9? 81. Okay, and I did the same thing up here. I knew what 2 squared was 4, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking 4 squared. I get to 16. I did 9 squared, I got to 81. I multiply these two together to get to 27. Just like I took this times this to get to 8. Okay, so that's what I'm going to want all the way down. Okay, all the way down. The cubes and the 4th roots, I want you to stop at 5. Okay, so the cubes and the 4th roots, you're going to stop at 5. Okay, so that is what you're doing today. Okay, so make sure that you get your sheet done, take a picture of it, and put it on Google Classroom for me. All right, guys, easy assignment. Shouldn't take you very long. Have a good rest of the day.